Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk a few things about how or why your motor burns. You might be having a beautiful motor and a very expensive one that you have set up in your the well, and you might be wondering why it's burning all the time, right? It is a sick world, and it is possible that it burns all the time. And I'll give you a few reasons why it burns. Okay, first, if there is any problem at your HT side, high tension side, or low tension LT side in the line, then it's going to burn. It is inevitable, it's going to burn. And if there is any fluctuations or like drastic variations in the voltage, it is going to burn as well. And in the same way, if there is any bush and bearing problem within your submersible motor, it burns. And I'll tell you about the reasons or solutions later on, but I'll tell you the reasons why it burns in the first place. Yeah, like I said, if there is any problem with the bush and bearing, it's going to burn. And it's one of the cases where it is inevitable that it burns. And if the pump is jammed, or if there is any kind of silt or like slight dirt or mud that gets segregated in your motor, it's going to get jammed and get damaged, and your motor will burn. In the same way, if there are some starters that use thermal relay, and it is not really accurate to use thermal relay for your starters. And in that situation, there is no accuracy in detecting certain parameters, and even in that case, it's going to burn, right? And if let's say you are supposed to run your motor in 3-phase, and let's say for some reason you're not getting 3-phase current properly, some people use condensers manually and try to run the motor, though they are not getting 3-phase. In that scenarios, if the condensers are not installed properly, or if the starter that you're using is not manufactured properly, it is still going to burn your motor. Basically, you're not going to get a good protection for your motor. And if there is less water in your bore, let's say your bore is dry, and your starter doesn't have a capacity to check whether the bore is dry or not. In that case, the motor is going to run in dry run mode scenario, and it is going to burn as well. So there are several scenarios where your motor can burn and where you're putting your motor into danger. And in order to pull your motor into safe zone, in order to make your motor run like the way you expect it to be, we recommend you to BTCO Starters, because all these scenarios are being taken care by us. We put extreme love and affection and care toward when we are building these products, and we make sure that all these scenarios are addressed. And there are a few more things that are like cherry on top of the cake for our BTCO products. Our starters are completely microcontroller based, which means that the parameters that I was talking to about just a while ago, all those parameters are not detected using manual or analog devices. Instead, we use digital devices to completely automate this and also detect this. So when that happens, because of the accuracy, we are able to predict your motor's behavior, and we are able to predict your water in the well. We are able to predict current and voltage and whatnot. We are able to predict a lot of things that are required to automate the safety of your motor, because like I said, it's our epitome of priority. And of course, this cannot be achieved without monitoring voltage and current, right? That's the reason all our devices, they're going to monitor voltage and current at very frequent basis and make sure that your motor is running fine. And in case of any variations, like I was mentioning in the reasons earlier, in case of any variations, your motor is going to be stopped by the starter to protect it. And if there is a voltage variation in terms of phases, even if one phase occurs, or if there is high tension or low tension issues, even for that, our starter is going to detect, and it's going to give you the protection. There are several other scenarios which needs protection, like I was mentioning earlier. If the cables that you are using are grounded, or if there is a cut in the cable, even for that we have protection covered. And in case of, like I said, dry run, our starter is automatically going to detect it, and it's going to stop the motor to protect it. And in the same way, we have overload trip setting where it's going to detect if there is any overload in your motor, and it's going to stop it just to make it safer for usage. And we also have designed this beautiful product called 123 Starter, where we are automating the whole way of using condensers so that you do not have to put efforts and time into understanding how it works and what kind of condensers you are supposed to put. This device, it automatically plugs in condensers, removes condensers based on the way the current is coming, and makes sure that your motor is protected at all time. And the whole of BTCO Starter, the whole family that you see here, it comes with auto start facility, which means that you can completely automate the way you're using it just by changing a few settings in the menu. If you want to understand or learn about any feature or any setting, we have made a huge playlist. You can find it on our YouTube channel as well as on our website. So please take your time out and try to check it out. And with that being said, thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you have found something valuable in this video, and I hope that you're going to join our BTCO family. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.